The world is full of places that call to you. For me, Honiara, the capital of the Solomon Islands, was one of those places, a gentle whisper on the wind. It promised something untouched by the frantic pace of my world, a place where history lived in the air and time moved with the tides. My journey began with a simple desire for the unknown, leaving behind the comforts of home for a real adventure. The Solomon Islands, with their dramatic Witu history and vibrant culture, felt remote, a dot on the Pacific, holding secrets I longed to uncover. As the plane descended, I saw a blanket of brilliant green jungle, turquoise waters, and small villages nestled among the trees. There were no skyscrapers, just boats gliding across the calm sea, a world away from everything I knew. I felt a mix of excitement and nervousness, but curiosity drowned out any doubts. The adventure had begun before my feet even touched the ground. Stepping out of Henderson International Airport was like entering a warm, fragrant embrace. The air was heavy with humidity, wrapping around me like a soft blanket, and the first breath I took was filled with a sense of anticipation and wonder. I could feel the pulse of the islands before I even left the tarmac, as if the land itself was welcoming me. The air was thick with the scent of tropical flowers and the earthy smell of rain-soaked soil. Bright hibiscus and frangipani blossoms seemed to glow against the lush green backdrop, their colors intensified by the recent rain. Every inhale brought a new layer of fragrance, sweet, spicy, and alive. The city greeted me with a symphony of cheerful chatter, laughter, and the hum of daily life. The sounds blended together, vendors calling out their wares, children's voices rising above the crowd, and the distant thrum of traffic. It was a living, breathing orchestra, each note telling a story of the people who call Honiara home. The road from the airport was lined with swaying palms and colorful roadside stalls selling fresh produce and wooden carvings. Bananas, pineapples, and coconuts were stacked in neat piles, while intricate wooden masks and bowls caught the sunlight. The stalls were a riot of color and texture, each one a small celebration of local life and craftsmanship. Women in bright lavalavas balanced baskets on their heads, smiling as they passed. Their laughter was infectious, and their effortless grace as they navigated the busy streets was mesmerizing. It was as if they carried not just goods, but the spirit and resilience of the islands with them. Minibuses zipped by, blaring island music, while the central market pulsed with energy and the aroma of fresh fish and tropical fruit. The music spilled out into the streets, mixing with the calls of vendors and the laughter of shoppers. Everywhere I looked, there was movement and life, a constant dance of commerce and community. I found a simple guest house near the center of town where I could watch Honiara's daily life unfold from my window. The room was modest, but the view was priceless. Children playing in the street, neighbors greeting each other, and the ever-present backdrop of palm trees swaying in the breeze. Children in uniforms laughed on their way home. Men gathered under trees sharing stories, and the city whispered its stories to those willing to listen. The rhythm of daily life was gentle but persistent, a reminder that every moment here was part of a larger, ongoing narrative. That first night I fell asleep to the sound of geckos and the distant rhythm of the ocean. The gentle chirping of the geckos was like a lullaby, and the waves provided a steady, calming heartbeat to the night. Even in darkness, the island was alive, its sounds weaving together in a soothing nocturne. Honiara didn't shout for attention, it invited you to listen closely. The city's beauty was subtle, revealed in quiet moments and fleeting glances, in the way the light shifted at dusk, or the way a stranger's smile lingered just a little longer. I was ready to hear what it had to say. With every passing hour, I felt myself drawn deeper into its rhythm, eager to discover the stories hidden in its sights and sounds. On my second day in the city, I set out with a tourist map in one hand and a bottle of water in the other, feeling a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. The city was still new to me, its streets a maze of possibilities, and I was determined to explore beyond the usual routes. My goal was simple, to reach the hills that rose above the city, promising a view and maybe a new perspective. With each step, the city's bustle faded behind me, replaced by the promise of something unknown. At first, the main streets felt familiar, almost comforting, but soon the pavement gave way to a dusty dirt path, and the map's neat printed lines became less and less helpful. The paths twisted and split, some barely visible, others overgrown and wild. The sounds of the city, cars, voices, music, slowly faded away, replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves overhead and the occasional distant laughter of unseen hikers. It felt like I was crossing an invisible border, leaving the city behind and stepping into another world. I followed a narrow path that grew more tangled with every step until it was barely a trail at all. Suddenly I realized I was completely off the map. No landmarks, no clear direction, just the wild green all around me. For a moment, panic threatened to take over. My heart raced as I wondered if I should turn back, but instead I stopped, closed my eyes and took a deep breath of the clean, earthy air. The peaceful sounds of nature calmed me, reminding me that sometimes getting lost is part of the journey. I looked around and realized that yes, I was lost, but I was also surrounded by incredible beauty. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, painting the world in shades of green and gold. Instead of fighting the uncertainty, I decided to embrace it. I put the map away and let my curiosity lead me down the uncharted path, eager to see what surprises lay ahead. In that moment, I realized this was the real adventure I'd been seeking all along, not following a plan, but discovering something new with every step. Sometimes the best discoveries happen when you let go of the plan and allow yourself to wander, open to whatever the world wants to show you. I embraced the unknown, letting curiosity and wonder guide my steps, trusting that the journey itself was worth more than any destination. Somewhere beyond the city's edge, I found its hidden heart, a secret world waiting to be discovered by those willing to step off the map. With every step, I felt more alive, ready for whatever came next, and grateful for the adventure that began where the map ended. With my map tucked away, I followed a path downhill, letting curiosity guide my steps rather than any set destination. The city's main roads faded behind me, replaced by the gentle crunch of earth beneath my shoes and the soft rustle of leaves overhead. Soon I stumbled into a quiet village I never would have found otherwise, a place hidden from the usual flow of travelers. Simple wooden houses stood among lush gardens, their walls weathered by sun and rain, each one telling a story of family and tradition. Chickens scratched in the dust, weaving between the houses as if they owned the place, their clucks adding a gentle soundtrack to the morning. A friendly dog wagged its tail, trotting up to greet me with a hopeful look, as if I might be a new friend. A woman named Eleanor greeted me with a warm smile, her eyes bright with curiosity and kindness. Though we spoke little of the same language, our gestures and laughter bridged the gap, and we found ways to understand each other. She quickly realized I was lost, but there was no judgment, only a gentle understanding and a willingness to help. With a wave, she led me deeper into her community, inviting me to see the world through her eyes. She introduced me to a side of Honiara no tourist map could show, a place alive with daily rituals and quiet joys. I met children at the well, their laughter echoing as they splashed water and played games only they understood. I tasted fruit picked straight from the trees, the flavors bright and unfamiliar, a reminder of how much the land provides. In an open-air kitchen, I shared laughter and stories. Even if the words were few, the meaning was always clear. The women offered me freshly baked bread, still warm from the fire, its aroma mingling with the scent of flowers and earth. I felt like an honored guest, welcomed not for what I could offer, but simply for being there, for sharing a moment in their world. Before I left, Eleanor tucked a hibiscus flower behind my ear, a simple gesture that meant the world, a symbol of belonging and acceptance. I'd set out to find a viewpoint, hoping for a sweeping vista, but what I found was far more meaningful. Instead, I discovered a connection to the city's heart, woven through the people and their everyday lives. Sometimes getting lost is the best way to truly arrive, to let go of plans and let the world surprise you. The real treasures aren't on the map, they're in the people you meet, the kindness you're shown, and the memories you carry home. I left the village changed, my heart lighter and my mind open to the unexpected gifts of travel. Carrying their kindness with me, I realized that sometimes the most meaningful journeys are the ones you never planned. Honiara had welcomed me in its own quiet way, and its hidden paths had led me somewhere unforgettable. Elena's village offered me a true taste of Solomon Islands life, literally and figuratively. I was invited to share a meal of boiled cassava and fresh fish cooked in coconut cream and banana leaves. We sat on woven mats, sharing food and laughter, the meal a time for connection, not just sustenance. Almost everything was grown or caught locally, prepared with care and respect for tradition. I learned how coconut cream was made and how leaves doubled as cooking vessels, infusing the food with smoky flavor. The experience was a lesson in sustainability and community. That meal taught me more about Honiara's culture than any guidebook could. I left with a full stomach and a fuller heart, reminded that the most meaningful connections often begin with a shared meal. Hospitality here was as natural as the island's beauty. My journey through Honiara took on new meaning as I listened to its stories. Along the coastline, Wintu relics, rusted guns and sunken ships reminded me of the fierce battles that shaped these islands. On the beach, I met Joseph, an elder who remembered the war as a boy. He spoke of the bravery of the Solomon Islands scouts and how the war united different tribes. The sea, he said, was a guardian of their history, holding memories of loss and resilience. Honiara's past wasn't just history, it was alive in its people and landscape. Joseph's words about remembering the past but living in peace resonated deeply. The city's strength was born from hardship, but its hope was ever present. Sitting with Joseph, I felt connected to a history that still shaped every wave and every smile. The true treasure of Honiara was its people and their sense of community. Here, neighbors were like family, always ready to help or share a laugh. The one-talk system, bonds of kinship and obligation, held the city together. I saw families tending gardens, fishermen sharing their catch, and a deep respect for the land and sea. My experience of getting lost let me glimpse this world of togetherness and generosity. Honiara wasn't a city of individuals, but a vibrant tapestry woven from shared experience. The heart of the city was in its open smiles and helping hands. It made me reflect on my own society and the power of true community. Here, belonging wasn't just a feeling, it was a way of life. Before I got lost, I saw Honiara as a place to be navigated, a checklist of sights. Losing my way forced me to let go of control and rely on kindness and intuition. The city became a story to listen to, not a puzzle to solve. The most beautiful moments were unplanned. Sharing a meal, hearing stories, watching children play. Getting lost was a gift, teaching me that the best travel experiences happen when things go wrong. In uncertainty, we open ourselves to the world and to each other. I came seeking adventure but found connection instead. The real journey was not about reaching a destination, but about seeing with new eyes. Sometimes losing your way is how you truly find it. As my time in Honiara ended, I stood on the shore, the city behind me now a friend. My journey hadn't gone as planned, and I was grateful for it. The map I'd brought was worn, but the one in my memory was rich with faces and stories. My message is simple. Don't be afraid to get lost. The magic of travel is found in unplanned discoveries and open hearts. The world is full of people waiting to share their kindness. If you're willing to be vulnerable and trust the journey, let curiosity be your compass and kindness your language. Getting lost isn't about losing your way. It's about finding a new one. No matter how far from home you are, a warm smile can make you feel you belong. And that truly is the greatest adventure of all.